Started, I wanted to announce that Crypto.com just put up $1 million.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is UFC
White House
Freedom.
fight bonuses.
We're going to be
So
doing
the guys
a
that are involved in
to
the fight of the night
the
at the
press
White House
conference.
will split $600,000. Congratulations,
Oh my gosh,
boys.
that's a lot
Who's
of
got
money.
the first question?
They're going to be
Starting
throwing
with
down to
champion
get that
Ilia
much money.
Topuria.
600K fight of the night bonus.
Obviously, a lot of people were vying
Versus
for
a
this
normal
spot,
100K
being side
bonus.
A of this historic card. I guess, what does it say about you that the UFC is trusting you for such a marquee event in a historic moment?
Mira, una oportunidad tremenda y una cartelera histórica. ¿Qué dice de ti que el UFC te puso básicamente como estelar para esto?
Honestly, I don't know what it says about me. I'm just so grateful.
I mean, he's leading the UFC main event card.
This huge opportunity.
So,
and the only thing I can say is thank you, and I really appreciate it.
And standing opposite Gaethje, obviously one of the most, maybe the most exciting fighter that has ever stepped into the UFC octagon. What are you expecting from Justin? How can you possibly
with dynamite in
for
his
someone
hands? You've looked
where
what
a lot
he's
of their
done
opponents
in
just
this
don't look
past.
the
His
same
3-fight win streak he's on, KO and Charles Oliveira, KO and Max Holloway, KO and Alexander Volkanovski.
And the only
He's
thing
took
that I want
off
from
3
Justin is
champions.
for him to show up
Bam,
in the
bam,
event and
bam.
the rest.
He's chasing Islam Makhachev. He's chasing
Justin
Gaethje.
Obviously, everyone wanted this main event spot. You're the American in this historic card at the White House.
Justin Gaethje, 15
this in January. You
KO, or 15 fights in the UFC, 15 performance bonuses.
What are the emotions now before this historic event?
I mean, he is a human highlight.
Come true. From where I come from, we all come from somewhere, but I come from the middle of nowhere, and to represent this country on this
Amen
level,
to that, brother.
at
Real
this moment
American.
in my career is something that I could have never dreamt of. My first fight ever was outside.
How can you not like this guy? He lays his body and heart and soul on the line every time he goes out there. Fights to the best of his ability.
I'm so ready to put it on the line. I don't give a fuck if he beats me, doesn't beat me, doesn't matter. I'm coming in there and I'm gonna try to knock this motherfucker out. I will be throwing missiles on the White House lawn on June 14th. I promise you that.
Missiles on the,
a lot of people say
White
this
House
run
lawn,
that
man.
might be the best 3 wins we've ever seen in the UFC. You've
crazy
fought all of the great lightweights of the world. How does Ilia stack up compared to your past opponents?
Yeah, I think he's my second toughest test ever, next to Khabib.
I can agree
yeah,
with
those three knockouts.
Khabib's pressure
Holloway,
was
all
insane.
Yeah, legendary. So
legendary 3 KO win streak for Ilia. This will be his greatest win ever if he defeats Ilia Topuria. I could see him even potentially riding off into the sunset.
I have to ask, we haven't really seen you. We haven't seen or heard from you since that fight in Abu Dhabi. How's life? And I guess, what do you make of this reception here in Newark before this event in the White House?
We haven't heard or seen from you since the fight in
Ciryl
Abu Dhabi.
Gane, the cheater.
So what does it is to be around here?
Looking like Blade with the blood red eyes.
Yeah,
it would be crazy if he gets poked in his eyes.
Yeah.
Would be some instant karma,
I'm just happy
wouldn't
to
it,
be
guys?
here. Like, I just keep training since October because we thought we were gonna have a revenge earlier with Thomas Pinal. Unfortunately,
he's been training since October, so he should be ready to go.
And
he's gonna need it against
now
Chama.
to be here, I'm so happy.
Chama's looking big, man.
Yeah, I'm so proud, really proud.
You fought big heavy hitters like Francis and Derek and tall guys like Volkov. You faced off with Alex, who's coming up at light heavyweight. Did he feel or look like a heavyweight when you stood opposite him?
Yeah, he looked really like an heavyweight, and he's not a surprise because that's really interesting what I say, guys.
They faced off before, and they both looked pretty big.
Understand.
Last time
now
they did,
talk,
5, 6 years ago. 3 years ago, I think it was.
We did already a face-off there 2 or 3 years ago. He came to France, in Paris, in RS. It was a pleasure to have him. And I knew already it's going to be big. It was already big. And the real question is how we did to make the weight for the...
Two kickboxers showing down.
This is the real question.
This is going to be a real
Question
good
for
fight,
Poatan,
man.
right
A bunch of striking matches on this card, man. This is going to be awesome.
You're obviously shooting for a history, getting your third belt in a third weight class.
He just looks like he's
mad
mad
all
all
the time. A lot of people think if you win this belt, you could be maybe the greatest fighter that has ever fought in the UFC. Is that something that weighs on your mind, or is it just business as usual at the White House?
That's something that inspires people because I come from something. Life of challenges, of difficulties. I have a very beautiful story to show, and for someone like me to accomplish
he's
that,
going to have to
to
get through Cyryl's
it will inspire people
jab,
as well.
that long jab.
Ciryl obviously presents.
But he's pretty
Ciryl
good
obviously
at
presents a lot of problems for heavyweights, but when you break his skill set down, where does he actually shine in there?
Taking a little
O Ciryl sempre foi cara que deu problema para vários tipos de peso pesado. Quando você olha de maneira técnica, o problema que você vê no Ciryl.
Não, acho que todo atleta, todo adversário é um problema. São pessoas treinadas ali, querendo sair com a vitória. Né? Pô, eu agora indo para a categoria de cima, né? Claro que é um outro desafio, mas eu estou preparado para isso. Como ele falou, segundo que ele fazia o peso médio, né? O cara desse tamanho. Então dá para ver que eu sou um peso pesado.
Every athlete poses a challenge, and he's no different to that. I mean, we're talking about a professional athlete. You just have to think about it. I'm ready for that challenge. That's what happened. As he said,
he's knocked out everybody.
When he met me before, he thought he didn't know how I made middleweight. I was always prepared for heavyweight. I've been an athlete ready to go, and I'm prepared for this.
And I have to ask you about that gentleman at the end of the table who called you out after his last fight. Apparently, there's a report that he was sizing you up. What do you make of Josh Hokit's persona, and do you see that as a fight down the road?
E tem que perguntar sobre o cavalheiro que está no final ali da mesa, que falou o teu nome, mencionou o teu nome, depois da última luta dele, o Josh Hokit, que está aqui. O que você achou do fato que ele mencionou você?
Keep this fight standing up.
Não sei, eu estou focado na minha luta.
The way he wants to put that pressure on him, I just don't see any way.
I'm focused on my fight. There's no reason for me to be talking about his fight now.
Last question for you, Dan. We saw this belt unveiled by President Trump. Is that the belt that will be wrapped around the winners of the main and co-main?
Yes, that's the belt.
Will President Trump be wrapping the belt around the winners?
That I don't know yet. I don't know.
Look at Bozo Nickal.
Question for Michael Chandler.
Like
Michael, outside of the title fights here, you are the biggest underdog on this card. Do you feel Mauricio has done enough to kind of earn that respect from the odds makers? And do you feel
who wanted him on this card? Really?
No, I never
we
feel
wanted to see
disrespected at all.
If we was going to watch him fight, we wanted to see him against Colby Covington.
I don't care what the odds say. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do my job on America's birthday, being an American on this historic card. I respect Mauricio. I respect what he has done. I respect who he has fought. I respect the wins that he has. I respect the highlights. But I do believe there are warriors in this sport, and there are fighters in this sport.
They're stirring it up with Josh Hokit right here.
And whenever the fight gets tough, I plan on taking the deep waters
Ciryl Gane.
And for Mauricio, I know you announced this morning that you've kind of officially split with the Fighting Nerds.
See that
Can you tell us, I guess, what is your situation going forward in preparing for this fight, and what are your thoughts on Michael Chandler here?
If he gets that third belt, there's no way you can't put him at
anunciou basicamente hoje que você teve rompimento com o Fighting Nerds. Então você poderia falar pra gente quais que são os próximos passos, em que ponto que você está na tua carreira e também do Michael Chandler como oponente da tua próxima luta.
Estou numa nova fase da minha vida, continuo com o apoio de todos os Fight Nerd, mas montei a minha equipe para focar ainda mais na minha performance. Mas para mim é um prazer estar lutando aqui, lutando na Casa Branca, estou muito feliz com essa oportunidade. Eu acredito muito que dando um show, vou ter uma oportunidade pelo título, então não é sobre vencer, é sobre dar um show para a galera, que é isso que vocês merecem.
It's a new phase of my life. I always have a friendship and a love for all the Fighting Nerds, but now is a time to train differently and to do different things. And I'm very happy and very proud to be in this event against Michael Chandler in the White House, because I think that it's not just about winning, it's about how you win. And if I win the way I want to win, I will have a shot at the title and give you all the show that you deserve.
And for Amin Zahabi, Amin, you got a little bit of a frosty reception coming in here as well. You fought many times in Canada where you're kind of the hero. Are you preparing yourself for not just today, but all throughout fight weeks to kind of get the similar reception and be the bad guy?
don't
Yeah, of course, I
advertise
expect
none
a lot
of
of
the
boos
strikes.
out to watch
Very
out in DC.
kick-oriented. What he did
But what
to
I gotta
Rafael
say is,
Fiziev was just
it's good for you guys to cheer him on, but at the end of the day, he's going to be locked in the cage with me, and it's going to be mano a mano, and none of you guys can save him in the octagon.
He likes to put himself in the fire.
For Derek Lewis, Derek, when this card was first announced, a lot of people wondered why you weren't on it, because we were led to believe you were Trump's favorite fighter. And then Josh tells us after his win that he was told he's now the favorite fighter. So what do you just make of that, and are you kind of fighting to get that status back here?
I haven't heard much on what happened with the fighting nerds, guys. I know that they kind of got mad at him for branching out a little bit and training with other guys.
And the headliners here, Dana, I believe you said yesterday that Armin Tsarukyan will be the backup for this fight. Can you confirm that? And then from Justin and Ilya, just your
somebody
thoughts
drop
on that
a
and
comment down below if you know
for
what
another
happened
man
in that
should something happen
situation.
here, which of course we're hoping does not.
But I always thought Hoofy was one of the best fighting nerds. I know Carlos Prates is really the best fighting nerd there, leading that pack. But you got Gene Silva, Kyle Bahayo,
14, I'm gonna
and
break
then
his jaw in the
Hoofy
first
left.
minute.
So.
Rather if it's armor.
But they got other talent too coming up. There comes Ariel Helwani.
Just one more for Alex Pereira.
This guy's a good fighter. I don't know if this is a good
just
matchup for Sean, but Sean,
heavyweight, and do you see yourself
what he did to
going
Song
back to light
Yadong,
heavyweight?
if he can just keep it standing, man, I just think he has a really good chance.
If he wins tomorrow, he wants to move up. Like, do you ever
Derek
see yourself
Lewis
dropping back down, or are you enjoying
I think
this too much?
This is going to be a brawl, but I just don't know if he's got enough cardio to last.
Você falou agora,
for
você tá como peso
Hokit
pesado, mas assim, existe uma possibilidade de você voltar a ser
Black
peso
Beast
meio
catches you with
pesado
the
de novo, por causa
big
do fato que
hands.
Carlos
It's
Uber
over.
já falou teu nome, o pessoal chama teu nome. Sempre o pessoal quer lutar com você. Existe a
But
possibilidade de você
he's
voltar
got
a ser
pretty
meio
good
pesado.
wrestling. Derek Lewis does. He's hard to finish. So I think
o que ele quiser fazer.
ultimately, if Josh Hokit
I'm
plays
here
it
to
smart,
fight. You know, Dana
takes
White
him
is
to
the president of
ground
the UFC.
and
Whatever
does-
he
he's
wants
gonna
to
have his
do,
way with
I'm
him.
in.
If he just
The question for
tires
Josh
him out
Hokit.
in
Josh,
the first round
the last
and
fight out, you had a
then goes at him in the
fantastic
second.
performance
Josh
against Curtis
Hokit
Blades. You went to
wins
war for
that
3
fight by
rounds.
KO.
Are you able to fight Derek Lewis in the same way, or the fact he hit so hard means you have to play it a bit more cautious?
Derek Lewis ain't tight.
I don't know
That's
if he's
why
going
he
to defeat
pussied out
Justin
and took
Gaethje
a
in the first
dive
minute,
in his
but
last fight.
these guys are
I'm gonna
definitely
retire
going to
him.
be
Then he's
sound
gonna
like
sell old
wood
man
baseball bats
ass
going
wipes
off when they
because his
strike
knees
each other.
look like a
These
broke
guys are going to be
toy.
throwing some
And on
serious
June
leather.
14th, I'm gonna beat the shit out of the black Pillsbury Doughboy.
He's enjoying that heavyweight.
Am I
man.
right,
He ain't
New
having to cut
Jersey?
no weight, eat what you want, train as much as you want. Got that extra weight
Bitch.
on you, and he looks.
Derek,
he's
just your
framed
thoughts
so
on what
long.
Josh said there. He says he's going to retire.
He's never
you.
really been a speed guy, anyways. So I just see him doing really well, moving up. Chama. With that huge
I
left
didn't
hook that he
understand nothing he
lands.
said. Tell him you guys take that mic away from his mouth a little
This
bit.
is
I
the
know
Sith
it's black,
Lord.
black and big. You gotta pull it away from his
WWE
mouth a little
Hokit
bit,
right
man,
here,
before you
guys. Who
understand.
can't
I
love this
understand
guy?
what he said. I just heard a bunch of
Standing
screaming and
up.
shit. Repeat.
Do you not rate his mic skills or his character work?
I never even heard of the guy until after the fight, or his last fight. That's whenever I heard of him.
Oh
Honestly,
my
I never heard of him
gosh.
before.
How grateful were you to President Trump that he basically told Dana White that you have to be on this card? And how grateful are you for this opportunity?
Very grateful.
Oh boy.
Shit. It's like a dream come true.
Oh my gosh, this guy knows how to
I
captivate
never
an
thought I'd
audience.
even make it this far in my career.
Oh wow, the bench at
Derek
the
is dyslexic, so math should suck. And when I cut him
That
open,
is
all you will
hilarious.
see is backwood guts. The black beast is gonna get his ass beat. Am I right, New Jersey?
What is this, Pulp Fiction?
Sorry, Derek, you were saying?
These
Yeah,
guys are
like I
just
was saying, I'm like
the
so
two
happy
of
to
them's
be fighting in the
hilarious,
White House,
man.
Dream come true. It's gonna be a good night, man.
Is there anything this guy say get under your
It's
skin?
got to
about?
be really hard to get
Really
yourself to
hard.
hate this
You know I'm
Derek
old,
Lewis
man. I
guy,
can't
man.
hear
He is
shit
just
people
hilarious.
saying, man.
My
I'm
balls
old.
are hot.
41.
My gosh, this guy's hilarious.
Question for Buddy Nickal. but everyone knows about your relationship with the president. It feels like you were always going to be on this event, but to finally be here, know that this is coming up on your schedule.
400 significant strikes in one fight between the two of them.
I'm super excited. I think this is not only going to be the biggest.
Insane. Blessing. Y'all get to be on the most amazing card in the world.
The
get
biggest
to fight for some
UFC
money.
event in history, but this is one of the biggest sporting events in history to me, and I think that it's just a massive honor. Super grateful, and I mean, these people seem a little mad that I'm on the card, but I guarantee you they tune in either way, so it's all good.
Question for Carl. Carl, do you feel like you're playing spoiler here for Donald Trump's one of his favorite fighters anyway, or are you just happy?
Oh my gosh!
I mean, I'm happy to be here. I'm
Him and the "Am I Right?" That's
the event
patented.
Itself. But yeah, I'm coming in here to play spoiler, definitely.
Last one for me, for Ilia Topuria. Ilia, obviously you got to go to the Oval Office the other day, and it seemed like you were enjoying being around President Trump, a couple of laughs at some of his comments. What was that experience like, and why were you finding it so amusing?
It was so amazing to having the President of the United States in front, and as I told him, I never expect him to be so kind, and he was aware about everyone, so I don't know, it was a great experience. It was so nice. And can't wait to get back in there and win in fashion.
Question
well,
for
look
Ciryl
at that
Gane.
cold reaction to
with
Bozo
Thomas Pinal
Nickal.
behavior since your last
Nobody
fight,
wanted
the
him on the
situation
card. I
with
don't
the
know how
White
he got
House,
on the
the
card.
opponent you're facing, Alex
I
Pereira,
guess Trump wanted him on the card.
Belt truly the undisputed one.
But we all wanted to see him fight somebody like Colby Covington or somebody
that's a
real.
good question. Like,
not a no-namer.
It's an interim belt, but honestly, it's look a little bit different, really different. It's look like
I
an
hope
interim
this
belt.
guy just chokes out Bozo Nickal, third
fight.
round.
And I think
After
it's gonna be
Bozo's
like,
having success,
an
just gets
incredible,
caught with his neck
incredible
poking
moment.
out and gets put in a guillotine.
Go ahead, who's got the next question?
Josh over here. Which version of Josh Hokit will we see at the White House?
It is pretty awesome to have a president of the United States that's this big of a
Alex
fan of
gained
UFC
some
to
weight,
allow
and
a
now
fight
he thinks
on the
he's
White
King
House
Kong.
lawn.
But his girl
Guys, that
said
is
the
insane. We are
steroids
just
killed his ding dong.
I cannot believe it. This is going to be one of the
Am
best
I right,
events
New
ever.
Jersey?
And we get to witness it on the White House lawn, guys. Ilia Topuria,
Ciryl,
the Spanish
do you
knockout
feel that
artist,
Alex Pereira
taking
is a
on
tougher
Justin
fight for
Gaethje on the
you than
White
Tom
House
Aspinall
lawn.
was?
Insane. Just
completely different fight. Like
masterpiece.
Alex Pereira is a
Blade.
beautiful striker, one of the best in the UFC. I think
He looks
Thomas
like a
Pinal is more
vampire, dude.
well-rounded. He's a different skill. It's going to be completely different.
The French vampire.
Some huge guy.
Ciryl
huge
Gane.
champion, but it's going to be completely different than Tom.
Question for Kyle Dawkins. There was a lot of talk when this fight got booked about Colby Covington. Bo said I would offer to fight
guy's
Colby
been in more
Covington.
title
Did you
fights
feel like you were being overlooked there?
Then
No, I
he
just
can
feel like it was
count
kind of
already.
an easier fight.
Still
honestly.
never been the
I
champion.
feel like matching up against Colby's an easier fight than matching up against me.
And then question for Josh. It was mentioned that you did kind of go face-to-face with Poatan earlier today. What was the thought there?
I come to devour.
Oh my
you
gosh,
will
this
know
guy
the
is
day.
hilarious.
You will know the hour. I'm
and the
gonna
Darth
give
Vader
Pereira
outfit.
a golden shower. I'm not just gonna win. I'm gonna piss on him. I'm gonna Chama on your mama. This guy's the baddest man on the planet. Look how I speak to him. Like my dog, like my bitch. Fuck you.
Então,
What you gonna do?
Então, Poatan, vou traduzir o
It's
Poatan.
going to be a completely different fight. I mean, you're looking at
Ele disse que
Poatan,
não
who's gonna
sabe
be able to really
o
attack the
dia,
legs.
não sabe a hora,
You know,
mas
put
ele sabe que
pressure
no
on him.
final das
Tom's
contas ele vai
really
dar um
more
golden shower em
well-rounded,
você, ele
to
vai
wrestle
dar uma
more
mijada. Ele
and
falou, você é um dos
do more
maiores,
boxing,
cara mais
so you're looking
intimidadores
at
da
a
história do
completely
UFC. E olha
different
como ele
fight
fala
here,
com
guys.
você,
This is gonna
como
be a
se fosse um
kickboxing
cachorro. Da tua mãe.
Não tem nem o que falar, cara. A gente estava na entrevista algumas horas atrás, ele ficou me encarando, frente a frente, eu falei, chama. No meio de todo mundo, ele quer aparecer, por que ele não fez nada lá?
You know, I have nothing to say about this guy. Listen, we were giving an interview earlier today. This guy just goes right by me, starts saying things. I looked at him in his eye and I said, Chama. Well, why didn't he do anything when I was there?
He says, Chama. He speaks English.
A golden shower?
He speaks English. He says, Chama.
Ele falou Chama.
Oh, my God.
Você fala inglês.
Fuck you.
Chama's looking like he's wanting to tackle him off that stage, man.
I'm the real BMF belt. Little short midget. Fuck you.
Fuck you, little bitch.
Fucking little
Sit
midget.
down.
Come up to a real weight. I'll give it to anybody. I don't give a fuck.
Algum comentário?
Hey, you have your boyfriend speaking for you?
Tá deixando o Ilia falar por você, é isso?
Alex Pereira does not like this guy at all. Look at him, the stare down. He's ready to jack. Look.
My performance!
Popping his knuckles. He's got that left hand getting it ready, warmed up.
Take him out. Take him out.
And you shouldn't find your wife in Miami!
Get out.
Am I right, New Jersey?
Bye, you little pussy.
Oh, no.
All right. Thanks
Him
for
and Ilia's
coming
gonna
out
go
early
at
for
it.
this one. We'll get this
He's gonna end up
out here and
fighting
do
Sean,
face-offs.
Alex Pereira, and Ilia at the same time. Hokit stirring it up with all of them, man. This guy is just ready to go down.
I got him.
He's ready to just throw hands. This guy's like a legit Sith Lord over there.